This is engine number 1, found in a small railroad museum here in Pioneer Park. From the beginning, Fairbanks needed a reliable year-round way to transport supplies and people throughout the interior. The mining claims were up to 25 miles away, and depending on the season, Fairbanks was not always accessible by riverboat. In 1903, two entrepreneurs living in Dawson City took note of the rich gold strikes around interior Alaska. They traveled to Fairbanks to evaluate the possibility of building a railroad to connect interior communities with mining camps. The men, Falcon Joslin and Martin Haraeus, decided that the railroad was a good idea. They procured financing from a pair of British brothers to construct a railroad, including the purchase of locomotives and railroad cars. Construction of the Tanana Mines Railroad started in early summer of 1904 and went until they ran out of supplies in the fall. Efforts were hindered by permafrost and swamps, but construction continued in the early summer of 1905 when another shipment of rails arrived. The first locomotive arrived on July 4, 1905 by riverboat. Engine number 1 was manufactured 1899 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania by the H.K. Porter Company. It came by way of a mining operation in the Yukon Territory and was the first locomotive in the interior of Alaska. By October 1905, over 21 miles of functional track had been laid with the help of engine number 1. Between 1905 and 1907, the railroad purchased 3 new engines and 6 more railroad cars. In the winter of 1906, the railroad was refinanced and renamed the Tanana Valley Railroad. The railroad was completed in 1907. It spanned almost 45 miles from the Tanana River to the town of Chattanooga. Gold revenues started to decline in 1910, and in 1911, automobiles began arriving in Fairbanks. These reasons, along with a shortage of trees to fuel the trains, added up to the end of the Tanana Valley Railroad. After years of declining revenue, the railroad declared bankruptcy and was sold in 1917. Engine number 1 was decommissioned in 1924, and the railroad operated until 1930. In 1931, engine number 1 was donated to the city of Fairbanks and displayed in front of the train station. Fast forward to 1990, when the Friends of the Tanana Valley Railroad was formed, with the mission of restoring engine number 1 to working order. On July 4, 1999, the train was sent around the tracks at Pioneer Park for the first time, and since 2001, the train has been fired up for the holidays and special occasions. Come on down and check it out.